Live. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite assassination marksman here on Lock Target Radio. I'm side by side with Brian, the destroyer of the LTW 24/7 channel. We got a referee, Matt Wolf, right here. And today we have Josh Adams, aka Violence.
That's right.
Josh, thank you for coming on, man. A few things I want to talk to you about. We had a crazy match at LTW back and forth. I wanted to talk about that. So let's dive right in.
All right.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, dude. It's been a question that a lot of people have been asking, how you feel, what's on your mind, what's next for Violence.
If there's maybe people in the comments, like the people that think they're geniuses in the GTS comments, or they still this day are like, Josh Adams, Violence are the same guy. I noticed the tattoos. Like, no shit. It's never been a secret. You're not impressing anybody. Look, whether I put that mask on or not, I'm a threat in that ring. Sometimes I want to get a little nuts and push the issue, and I put a mask on and I can go to a whole different world. But what happened at Northbound was I was putting Grim through one of the toughest matches he's ever had. That boy was moments away from gassing out on me. Then White Goldstein and all them other dudes interfere. I got cracked in the side of the face and the nose. My nose looks different now because he did something to probably the cartilage and it smacked me in the face with that belt. And I lost the title. And we lost a lot of power and leverage to Grim and GTS. I would put that blame on Mike Goldstein because had he not gotten involved, I would have gassed Grim out. I would have overcome him, would have overwhelmed him, and beat him.
Sure. I still would have had the LTW title here at LTW, but unfortunately, Grim still holds that title. So where do you go from here now? Where's your mind at as far as Grim holding the LTW title and the future of Violence, etc.?
You know, everybody wants to think they're well-rounded. They bring a lot to the table. I proved for almost a year that I could be the crazy attraction and the champion of this company as Violence. And now I want a new challenge. I want new challengers. I want to put new people to the test. So that's why I've entered myself in the light heavyweight division as Josh Adams. Now you're going to see me put a wrestling pressure and an aggressive submission attack on guys that they have never dealt with before. And we'll make examples of people.
Yeah. Maybe you got some questions for Josh, go ahead.
So, who are you targeting first?
Yeah. Funny he uses that word targeting, right? Here at Lock Target Wrestling. Well, we all know Jay Evans is the champion. And Jay, he used to come watch me wrestle when he was a kid. And I respect what Jay has done and the work he's put in since he got in the business. We had a match a few years back, and he lost that match. And he's gotten bigger, and he's gotten better. But the thing is, so often I see Jay having these little candy-ass multi-man matches with his other young boy friends where the only thing that takes a beating in that ring is everybody's thighs. And I got news for you, Jay. After I earn a title shot, you're not going to get that out of me. And you're going to get beat again. And you might give me a good challenge, but you're going to get beat. And I'm going to have that sweet-looking light heavyweight title.
Not to give anything away, what's coming up on next LTW. Oh, Josh had a fantastic match today. Against Lauren Spiral. Not giving it away, Josh. Touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, you know, it's not the headline of the year, but what happened today, we're not giving too much away. You're still going to want to see it. I made an example of Lauren Spiral today. He thinks he's big and bad, and he thinks he's Mr. Technical Wrestler. Usually he's wrestling children or other people that are just his buddies. You know, you want to keep wrestling Cliff? No. So what happened today is he got a pressure put on that he's not used to, and he crumbled.
Right. That's right. So, touch about some other things. You know, again tonight, you guys are running the training set something, which is awesome.
That's right.
You guys had pictures of Josh Adams down at Titan Championship Wrestling, coaching classes. Like, what are some of the drills you're running through?
We use all the space in there. We do a lot of drills where they're running around, they're picking guys up, and they're running around, they're having to jump over mats, they're having to dive across mats. We put some work in. I teach them to know how to grapple, how to be offensive, defensive, whether they're on top, whether they're on their back. It doesn't matter. These kids are going to be fundamentally sound wrestlers. I am not. If they want to go learn flippy shit and use a crash pad, you can go fucking learn that somewhere else. You're not going to learn it from me.
Right. Good. So what's the future hold for Josh Adams? let's put violence aside. Where do you see Josh Adams?
Like I said, I'm going to have that light heavyweight title. No one's going to get in my way. I will run through that division, and then it's going to be me and Jay for that title. And I'm going to bring an integrity and a class and an honor and respect to that title that doesn't exist for it right now.
So I have a question. So advice for me, try, let's see, advice for me.
How old are you? 18. Hit the weights. Get in the ring, but hit the weights. When you're watching wrestling at home, you better be doing squats, push-ups, and crunches. This business doesn't need more weak people. It doesn't need more people that are uncoordinated. You better work on your coordination, your balance, your skills. Wrestling is making a comeback in professional wrestling. Think about it. Especially your shirt right here. I mean, you're CM Punk, you're Daniel Bryan. Look at this Daniel Garcia guy that's getting showcased a lot now. You look at a lot of wrestling from a technical standpoint is making a comeback. And I pushed it for years. You can go back and watch shit tons of matches of mine where I just push hard, aggressive, respectable wrestling. So I'm glad to keep showcasing it. And I'm going to do that here with their light heavyweight title.
I feel like that's a topic that Lee and I have talked about. Josh, you see too much of the traditional young kids coming in with kick pads. Right. Just thinking like no definition, no nothing.
Right.
Like I honestly, for me being up there in age, like I'm not the youngest guy, I'm not the oldest guy, but I'm right there. Where I do remember when wrestling had that magic of characters, but these people also had body shape. They had a presence, I guess you would say.
Right. Absolutely.
Do you feel like that's like been lost?
It has. When you talk about younger guys getting in business, they have kick pads on. They don't even know why they're wearing it. They can't throw a real kick for shit. They don't know any proper form. For some reason, people think that since they want to be a pro wrestler, that they magically know karate and all this other shit. Just it's just there. And I'm tired of seeing people throw garbage kicks or have no actual technique with anything. It's learn your craft. Some of these things that you want to do in a wrestling ring, you may have to leave wrestling training to learn. Right. Go to an MMA gym. Go somewhere. At least, I don't know, watch. You got the YouTube. You got the instructional videos. You have things. Stop just winging it and assuming that you can do it.
That's another thing that we all talked about. There's a lot of kids that don't go to a wrestling school, that don't go to a proper gym or anything like that. They just see it on TV or they see it on YouTube. They go, I can just show up for a seminar and be good.
Right.
I feel like that's become more of a thing.
They're the same guys that have been in the business now for 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 years, and they're still the glorified ring crew, and they're lucky that they get an opportunity to get squashed in some multi-man match on a overbooked show. If they help out setting up the ring all the time, because the other talent, the bookers and promoters, everyone knows that they didn't go through real training. They didn't put the hard work in. They didn't train somewhere reputable. Maybe they don't even go to the gym either or lift weights. They know that you're not putting that work in. So stop acting like because you set up a ring for people all the time or fucking set up chairs that means you should get to be a pro wrestler and booked on shows. And that's why, like I said, all them years in, they're still fucking chumps. You know what I mean? Like, they're not taken seriously for the most part anywhere they go because people know what your real skill set is. And they know if they put you in a bigger spot, you're going to fail. You're going to shit the bed, as they call it. Not trying to be mean, but it's been very clear to observe. I mean, it hurts sometimes.
Yeah. So where does violence go from? Like I know we talked about Josh Allen, so where does violence go?
I mean, violence is still going to be busy. Violence is going to be at UWC this Saturday. Violence is going to box again on pay-per-view for Celebrity Boxing on November 6th. Anytime I want to put that mask on and that outfit and get a little more crazy and show that other side of me, I'll do it. But there's still the side of me that's passionate about putting on some boots and trunks and being a skilled grappler. I'm so torn. You know what I mean?
So for those who don't know, the difference between violence and Josh had, how would you describe the field? Like how are they, yeah, Josh,
Josh Adams isn't very interested in interacting with the fans or anybody. I'm all business, and I'm going to put a pressure on you in that ring. I'm going to constantly attack you and attack submissions. If you don't get paid by the hour, I'm out there to beat you and take the least amount of damage I can and get it done with. Violence, he likes to interact. He likes to have fun. He likes to get nuts, make people laugh, maybe scare some people, and he's going to put another pressure on you in that ring, but it may not be so grappling based, but I will be on you, like they say, like a fly on shit. That's the difference. Everybody gives their opponents too much room all the time.
right?
Doesn't matter which one I am, they're going to put pressure on you, but it's two different kinds.
You have any questions?
Yeah, so, thank you. So you're gonna be WC, so what, and violence, so what are you looking forward to?
I don't know my other match that day is, but the match I'm in right now, I'm facing Lawrence Spiral, Bonifer,
Hobo Henry.
Hobo Harry, which I don't know.
Yeah,
You could probably beat Hobo Harry.
I know.
And Flash Carter, who is not as flashy, fast, or coordinated and athletic as he would like to be, but he's not. Because he just wings it. And they wrestle their friends. So the difference is I'm not anybody's friend in that match, and I don't care what cool moves they need to get in with each other so they can think that they had a good time at the wrestling. I'm there to beat them, because if I beat them, I get a shot at whatever title I want at UWC. UWC needs someone like Violence as a champion there. What they don't need is somebody like Lost the Boy Kirby. Someone like that is their champion. I don't care if he doesn't like me saying that. That's the truth. They deserve better, because those are some good fans there. They deserve better, and I'll give it to them. It's kind of like, remember the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, the Joker says, this city deserves a better class of criminal. I just think these promotions deserve a better class of benefit. And Violence is going to give it to them.
Yeah, and I'm always at that show, so.
Good.
Yeah. Interviewing, so they all be interviewing
Good. Good.
Mr. Violence and me.
You will be, yeah.
We have anything else?
Yeah, you're right about Kirby. He doesn't deserve to have win the next memorable. And who else would you also like to face at UWC?
There was a time where guys that I came up with wrestled there a lot. There was a time where Jeff Bravo was there a lot. Jeff Bravo was the champion. And anytime Josh Adams and Jeff Bravo competed or were on the same team, it was always good. I mean, we had a lot of matches against each other, but I usually got my hand raised. As far as who's there now, a lot of people that are there now are people that are from GTS or people that I've competed against before. I don't feel that they're much of a challenge for me. There's not too many people there where I feel like I need to get in the ring with them to see what I can do. I know what my skill set is. They should be worried about me. I'm not worried about them. A lot of them, they just wrestle there in their comfort zone against their buddies in this nice little comfort little area, and they do what they want. I'm going to take them out of that comfort zone. That's when you see people crumble. And that's what happened today with Lawrence Spiral as well. And we'll make them crumble.
Next week.
Just like,
Next week.
oh yeah. Lawrence, or especially Flash Carter.
Or Hobo Henry.
If he wants to do his little half-ass 450s and frog splashes, he can try them on someone else. Because the shit ain't going to work on me.
What about Bonifer?
Look, I know Bonifer likes to get nuts. But I know the holes that Bonifer has in his game. And I know why he has those holes. And he knows that I'm aware of them. So, he's not going to get to have light tubes and all that bullshit in his hands. He's going to see what he can actually do with just, his fists, his elbows, his knees, his feet. There's 3 other guys he got one. It's going to be chaos. But Violence thrives.
I would also say, what about Bale and Holly Morgan?
No. They're not the gatekeepers to anything for me at UWC or anywhere in this business. While they have their own thing that they do.
They're long established.
Sure, great. But No, they're not the gatekeepers that you think for me. I don't need to prove anything to them.
Not be courts.
Don't need to prove anything to him. See, now we're just talking about the people that everybody knows what they've done and have done in the business, and these opportunities they're given, how they just shit the bed, and ring crew or whatever it is. We all know who has gone to a legitimate wrestling school and trained every week for 3 to 4 hours a day, multiple days a week, and we're trained by people that were not their fucking buddy or their friend, that don't care when you're tired and want to sit down, and just all of it. Wrestling guys week in, week out that you don't know, that you've never met or trained with, but you're going to go out there and kill it at a competitive match in the ring. These guys haven't gone through that. They work for their buddies and they wrestle their buddies. That only takes you so far. And I'm not being mean when I say that. These are just facts. I got put out of my comfort zone every goddamn week in every match I've had. I didn't get to wrestle my friends. I didn't walk into this business with a buddy and say, hey, we're here to train together. And all my first matches were against him. I never had any of that. I walked in there as a stranger, the 22-year-old kid, to get taught, That's simple. Well, 22 in 2007. I'm going to be 37 soon, so get that out. You're not talking much over there, Matt Wolf. What's going on?
I'm taking it all.
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you put some out now? Why don't you put some out now? I mean, you're sitting here taking up real estate on the couch.
Great,
Yeah.
especially in your match today.
You didn't even need to.
They got to
He
watch
he
that.
just crumpled. I will give him a rematch anytime he wants, but now he knows what he's getting into. Not a wrestling child. Look, I went out there to compete. That's all I did.
So, one last question after Josh. Now you established that you want to go for the light heavyweight championship. Where do you see yourself as far as the heavyweight? Do you see yourself going for that event? Take it back?
If the opportunity is presented, sure. But I had it. I defended it many times. I got that belt so much exposure. I brought it a lot of places.
Right.
Did a lot with it. We brought prestige to it, treated it with respect. And then I lost it. And I have to accept that and move on from it. So that's why I want to win something else. If the opportunity comes up, I'll absolutely take it.
Right, so before you go, man, do you want to let everybody know where they can find your social media?
Well, you got Twitter at Viral Violence. You can search Josh Adams or Violence, or put them in both in a search bar on Facebook. You'll find me. I mean, my promo pic, I'm pretty sure, is the only one of this crazy dude in a mask with the chains and all of that. I don't do Instagram. I'm not a girl trying to show off her ass. Sorry. And then, tonight I'm teaching at the Adrenaline Sports Academy in Toms River, 6 p.m. Train there almost every week. If you want to learn to wrestle and really grapple, then you come out, Other than that, I'm going to be here, whooping that ass and wrestling. So thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, of course. I already said it. They know November 6th.
November 12th.
I gotta talk about their next show, November 12th.
You never know. You might see Josh Adams and Violence pop up anywhere.
Oh, I'll be watching what's going on with that light heavyweight title. So absolutely.
But thank you, brother.
All right. I'm out of here. It's time to go teach some wrestling.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's right.
So, as we said, November 12th, feature fight. The flyers right here. You guys want to check it out. Tech ladies on the whole different camp. That's the flyer. Going to be some crazy matches. I mean, there's already been some matches put out there already. We have myself versus Brett. Winner takes all, which is going to be a winner takes all type match. So it's definitely something you don't want to miss. We have the tag titles. We have Money Fighting versus Tyrant. And now let's talk about Tyrant for a minute, okay? Let's talk about Tyrant for a minute. Those two have been treated twice at a championship gold opportunity from the boy band.
Where have they been?
Where's the boy? Exactly. Where's the boy band?
They haven't shown up to tapings. They haven't shown up to shows.
That's right.
The
I
last
mean,
one.
Tyrant finally caught up to them.
Yeah.
And let's also go a little further. Let's talk about another match is going to be appearing at Feast or Fight. We're going to have the light heavyweight championship on the line. You're going to have Jada Key Evans
The Marquis.
and versus, which is going to drop today, you guys. You're going to hear it first now, versus Air J. Air J made a return to LTW today, which will air tomorrow, which is amazing. We're not going to tell you how it happened, when it happened, but you just have to tune in to watch it. But Air J issued the open challenge to Jada Key Evans, and Jada Key Evans gladly accepted. And there's going to be a mystery opponent as well. Triple threat? It's going to be a triple threat. Mystery opponent for the light heavyweight championship, and maybe Josh Adams, and maybe Violence,
Could be
and maybe
Spiral.
somebody else. Could be Spiral.
Could be Cheney.
Could be Cheney. You're right. Could be Cheney.
Could be some squad there.
You never know. You never know. And also what's going to be dropping today? You're going to have Steve the Madman Cooper, okay, my tag partner, versus Joey Angelo. They're finally going to get a chance to squash their beat, which is a blessing because these two have been going at each other's throats left and right. Give me a my partner first.
Wasn't there a special stipulation there?
I'm not gonna drop that yet. Let's get. I want to do a few shout outs to you guys. So first off, I want to shout out to Standalone Wrestling. The Big Bang happened yesterday. Phenomenal turnout. Matt Wolf was there in
Running sound.
attendance. He ran sound,
900,000 people in Lacey High School.
and it was phenomenal. I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah.
You had BWO Blue World Order in the
Mark
house.
Henry,
Mark Henry in the house. Brandon Kirk.
Casey
Casey
Patel,
Patel.
Homicide.
Homicide was also there.
There's a filler in for Hammerstone because he unfortunately got injured at MLW the week prior.
Hammerstone, hope you get well, brother.
Yes.
I have nothing but great things to say about that show, man. And Chad Minnis is a great guy. I'm very happy for him. It's a successful show. Happy for all the talent that got to work that show. Congratulations, guys! It's a phenomenal show. I'm looking forward to seeing the next one that Chad pulled out of his pocket, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Every show is just getting bigger and bigger with Chad.
yes. Boardwalk Butts, a fantastic event, very successful.
The Lacey
I
Day
heard
show.
there's going to be another one, another Boardwalk Butts.
Yes, I think it's coming in
2022, October
2022 in Atlantic City again.
Atlantic City. That's great. So Ryan, let's talk about your. When are you going to be defending your 24/7 title?
Oh, that's
I mean, you're quite lucky that
Yeah.
Josh Adams decided to roll you up for that.
no. It was in my
You're
bag.
over
There's
there
a
hiding.
ref on
You're over there. You're over there hiding it.
Yeah, it's in my bag. Well, no one like I haven't heard any like challenges waiting. Like I'm wondering why no one wants to challenge.
I think they're all afraid of you.
I think you have a secret bodyguard you're not telling nobody about, aren't you?
Maybe.
I heard he walks around with a lot of bodyguards. He may be, I don't know, here somewhere. Anyways, another quick shout out to CageRhinoBrand.com. Tank, phenomenal graphics designer. He's the one that puts the LTW logo right there in the corner. If you get your Cage Rhino brand, CageRhinoBrand.com. I'm pretty sure you can see it's 10% off. If you use a code, I'm not sure which code. I'm sure we'll post it down at the bottom. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal graphic designer, dude. Thank you so much for everything you do. Again, guys, Richfield Park, Feast or Fight is going to be a phenomenal event. Ryan, weren't you just at AEW? Yeah. How'd that go?
Great. I got the shirt. Philadelphia.
Thanks, man. You want to talk a little about that?
Yeah, well, it was just a great experience.
So what do you think now? We're going to talk a little bit about WWE and AEW. what do you think as far as the future of AEW? Like, do you think it's going to be something that's going to take over WWE?
I think eventually, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
And I value your opinion because you're very blunt when it comes to your opinions about on WWE and AEW and any wrestling for that matter. Um, you know,
Yeah.
my personal opinion, I feel like AEW is the new attitude era
Yeah.
of this day and age.
It's the new WCW, but it's WWE.
Yeah, but they'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you think they'll win?
I mean, they got some of the best talent I've seen in the world, and like some of like some great titles, some tournaments. They're making tournaments like the tournaments that we should be getting. Hangman came back at the show. It was a long storytelling with Hangman. And
Do you,
with that,
what do you feel? I feel like that the Dark Order is setting up for Bray Wyatt to take over.
yeah,
It has to.
yeah.
And
Even Solo with Hangman, he didn't say anything about it.
right,
Because he's just moving on and going for the title. You know, the Dark Order, that's all over. That's Bray Wyatt. So,
now, do you feel, or do you think that maybe one day that Triple H is going to walk in there?
probably, right? I would love
I
to see
feel,
it.
I feel,
I
like, for that. I feel like it's going to happen. I
He's
feel
been
like
disrespected so much.
he's had his job title taken away from him.
Man, that would be great.
You know what I mean? He's had.
That would be awesome.
I feel like that would be the biggest slap in the face.
Yeah, your favorite wrestler coming
I would love it. I would love it though.
Yeah.
I would honestly love if Triple H walked into AEW.
I don't know though.
It
If
would
he
be
likes, I don't know because he like.
And showing up on Monday night.
Yeah,
The next night.
the only thing I don't know if it would,
It's like
if
that.
I don't know if it would happen because some like Triple H and CM Punk don't like each other, and like Cody and Triple H, I don't know if they would like each other because of like problems that had passed. I don't know, like I know Punk really didn't like Triple H.
Because of his attitude, but at the same time, you got to look at it like this: it's a business,
Yeah.
and it's what Vince asked him to do at the time. Now you got to look at it from this side of the picture: is that Vince now took away his authority, took away his job role. Basically, he's taken NXT away from him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a circus.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what does Triple H have left now? He's just a worker.
Yeah.
He's just a regular worker.
Not even that.
So,
You don't work
What
anymore.
what difference would it make now if he decided to get up and go to AEW? It wouldn't, because Vince took it all away from anyone.
Hmm.
But I feel like if that happened, I think WWE just nailed
They're done.
the coffin. That's it. They're done.
I mean, they're gonna have
Like
Kevin Steen come, Kevin Owens.
Like, did you ever see the video where Triple H walked into the UK Fed IWA,
no.
where he walked in there and they were doing a show down the street, so he just showed up on the indie Fed. They played the music and everything came out. The guy he was with, but in indie Fed, it was just a hard can footage that they had like about. I'll send it to you later.
Yeah.
They had to have been at least 150, maybe 200 in the crowd. But that the little crowd popped so much for Triple H showing up in an indie Fed. Can you imagine if he just decided to say, you know what, I'm leaving, I'm going to show up at AEW. The whole world would go upset.
The internet would shut down.
I believe it would do.
A second time.
I could.
I blame that on drugs.
So, I mean, dude, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy with with the way things are going. I honestly, WWE ain't the same to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really don't watch it.
Oh, I don't.
I haven't watched it since 2004.
I
17 years.
That's why I was watching your live stream with that one kid.
Yeah.
I did an Instagram. We're talking about WWE, and I was like, WWE sucks. It does. I can't. I try. I'm gonna be honest. I tried to put it on and actually watch it. Couldn't do it.
But it's interest.
I could not.
Well, we just talk about how bad it is. Like, boring, so it is. We
Yeah.
just talk about how bad. I mean, he tries to find like some. I try to tell him not to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him not to watch it. I'm like, stop working yourself. Just take yourself out of it. And I'm trying to get him to watch AEW because he said, "Oh, I'm way behind." I'm like, "It's okay. I'll catch you up. I can make a documentary with this now. I'll catch you up."
So let's play a little game. All right, let's play a little game. All the three of us. I'm mostly just the two of us. I'm gonna ask you guys. We're gonna talk about LTW. This is Block Target Radio. We're talking about LTW. I'm gonna name word worker. I want you guys to give your shoot opinion.
Okay.
Your real opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's start with Steve Cooper.
Okay.
What do you think?
Good.
Rising.
Rising.
Reminds me of the young undertaker. He did the American when he did the outlaw game.
American Badass.
Yeah.
I'd say when I first met Coop, when he first came to LTW, he reminded me of Kevin Nash.
A little bit, yeah.
He reminds me more of Kevin Nash.
Yeah. American.
Like Diesel Kevin.
Yeah.
Like it all matched into one.
Let's go with Angelus Morningstar.
Gonna be the future.
You think so?
Got some time, but get up there.
I feel like Angelus is a little rough around the edges, but he's got great talent, great charisma,
Yeah, gonna be the future.
and yeah, I feel like if he tightens up some things,
Yeah,
he'll definitely be the future.
Yeah, he's had some great matches.
Let's talk about Ivy Platt.
I think she's pretty good.
Ivy Platt.
I've only seen her work once, but when I've seen of her, she could be the next woman's champ.
Ivy Platt. Francesca Chini.
Right.
Yeah, I knew that. Right away for her.
I've seen Fran grow.
Yeah, that's it.
Me and her started training back in 2017 at GTS, and the accomplishments she's made, I've seen it.
I saw.
She's right.
All right, let's talk about Francesca Chini and Ivy Platt. They're gonna. It's no secret they're going head to head for the women's title at Feast or Fight.
Yep.
Now, with that being said, when Francesca was going after the title, when she won the title back in Northbound, I saw a totally different side of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like she was by herself.
Angry.
You know, she was angry. Her mind was set on what she had to do. If she went in there and she did it.
She had a blank stare to
Now, do you feel like her being part of the Mob Squad or the Royal Familia holds her back?
I don't think so.
No, I think it pushes her to try to do
Better.
better or almost as good as them.
I feel, and this is my personal, again, we're all for our own opinions here.
Yeah.
I feel like part of being part of those groups does hold her back in some way. Because I feel like she has to live up to an expectation of what Tony does or what Angela Jay does.
Well,
I
because France kind of falling out.
I feel like she has to constantly
Tried.
She's got to match that.
yeah, she has to constantly keep climbing because, you know, I feel like she's overshadowed by the success of Tony and Jay Evans and Zach Ruby and Joe Angelo.
We don't even see that movie.
Where's that?
We still got guns by Everett.
He's still knocked out.
For this.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like she has to constantly push herself to do better, which is great in some ways.
Yeah.
But will that be her downfall? It could be a downfall.
I mean, right now Frankie's kind of falling out. But Gina.
Now, let's talk about Frankie Marinara now. You want to talk about Frankie Marinara? He's got a lot of underlying issues going.
Yeah.
He has the psychological issues of him going to see that therapist because he's tossing between
Epiphany.
Epiphany and Frank.
We haven't seen it before.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's
But
he's
I
been
will say
keeping-
this: a few episodes have gone by, you've seen Frankie Marinara snap.
The match with you.
The TikTok live match,
Yeah.
and I did.
was
Epiphany coming out and
Yeah, dude, and being in the ring with him now and then is a completely different Frankie Marinara.
Yeah.
This Frankie Marinara that I went up with toe to toe with on TikTok live was angry. He was hungry for that title. He wanted to. I know he wanted to hurt. He was doing everything he can to try and hurt me. And I feel like now that he has that attitude of like I feel like he feels like he's being neglected by Tony.
Yeah, well, I saw, especially when that segment, when he held this title and he in the Cheney room, and Jay came and he got left out for this.
Right.
And he's like, well, Everest is injured, so
it didn't count. Like,
yeah, so they kind of really didn't.
They
cry.
blew him off.
And they kind of- oh, right.
So he kind of was like, what? And he's kind of getting sick.
But then Jay comes out with his title and
He's like, well, that's the title. So I mean, Cheney's kind of favoritism to Jamie.
and again, now what if let's go back again now. What if Francesco loses the women's championship? How do you think Tony's gonna feel about that?
They're going to treat her the same way.
Like,
And what if they do? Where would that mean? What would that mean for Francesca to be part of this group?
I don't know, maybe she doesn't train for unemployment.
You know, unemployment.
I don't know, when they got it, they're unemployment.
They go back to working at the pizzeria.
Yeah.
You know, it's like where did they go from here? Again, like this is everything that's transpired in LTW in the past several weeks now, a few weeks. It's been a total different, change of direction of where everybody's going, and honestly, you can't miss an episode. I'm telling you guys out there right now, you cannot miss an episode of LTW because
Nope.
so much is happening, and I'm going to touch briefly on that. Today we had an event transpired. It's a total different
Atmosphere.
atmosphere. It's a total different change in which direction LTW is going, or if it's going. And I'm going to leave it at that. And that's why you guys need to tune into LTW Live tomorrow and watch what happened. I'm going to say this, November 12th, the match between Gemini, it's going to be a total, it's just, there's no words. I have no words. It's pretty much life and death for LTW.
They could swim.
That's it.
We need to win.
Well, we got to make sure nobody's out ringside. I mean, Green, come on, guys. You never know, Grin.
Yeah, boy, everyone can and if that's the glitch.
But I can't bar anyway. So I don't have that power. Robbie has that power. Where's Robbie then?
Nowhere.
Robbie. Now, this all happened today. I don't know. Where's Robbie been? That's what I want to know. Where's Robbie been? Where's Mickey the Mouth O'Malley been?
Yeah, Mickey hasn't been here.
Where
the
is
past couple weeks.
everybody?
They all align with GTS.
I hope not. I hope not. It's not. It's not impossible. Or SWF.
Rob or Brand.
I have no idea.
Is Mickey Rob?
It makes you wonder. This is the type of things that has happened. It makes you wonder.
Mickey hasn't
Where
been,
loyalties lie.
yeah,
Right.
and Mickey hasn't been really, so Mickey and this good dude. But, he didn't give you any cake.
Don't get me started with the cake, Ryan. Don't get me started with the cake. I'm right, guys. I did not get any cake.
I wanted cake.
We had a celebration for my accomplishment of winning the YouTube title, and the cake got smashed and make it fix. So let's talk about money fighting. Let's get the main thing. What do you think about money fighting? The LTW champions,
They've got a new attitude.
the new attitude, right?
Pretty fake, huh?
Big one. They would say it's fake.
I said it was fake. Honestly.
What do you think of money fighting?
Gonna be former champ. After what?
You think so?
After fight for
So you think
I rekindling my
well,
prediction.
let's talk about
I
title.
don't think they can take a
Well, let's talk about Tiger. You got first off, you got War with Wolf Creed, then you have Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf is former ROH star.
Yeah.
He has been in almost every promotion on the East Coast. This guy is a monster in itself. And we're not even talking about his partner War Wolf Creed, who's also a monster. But guys, if you've seen Grey Wolf, you know who Grey Wolf is. This man is huge. Huge. He doesn't. He barely speaks. All he wants to do is go out there and destroy. That's it. And honestly, I have to agree with you. I have to agree with that. I feel like I'm so
money fighting.
I
I stand a chance.
I'm gonna say money fighting for
But the only way they're gonna win
is by
is if they cheat.
they're gonna cheat. They're gonna James Hines gonna cheat and help. They know he's gonna be out there.
You think so?
Yeah. More music to come back. Where's the music?
Now,
The music come back.
you're not wrong.
There's
Well, here's the thing. This is why I don't think James is going to be out there, because James has his mindset on the hardcore title. He has to right. So you have James who's going to be in the ring side by side
We're two killers.
with Charlie Bonifer and Dirtbag Dan.
Two killers.
Two men who are no stranger to the hardcore deathmatch scene. Matt, you've been working with independent promotion for a long time. You've known Dirtbag Dan.
Yeah.
About as long as I've known him.
I've known Bonifer.
This
These guys don't play around.
Dirtbag Dan is no stranger to the pizza cutter. No stranger to the cheese grater. No stranger to light twos and thumbtacks and staples. And I guarantee you that everything that I just named
Will be
will be in play
Yeah.
that night.
and James Hines not walking out with that title.
I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna say Bonifer walks away.
Yep.
And I only say that because I feel like Dirtbag Dan is gonna control most of that match because he knows his way around that ring.
That's his environment, but he hasn't been around for a while.
But he hasn't been not wrestling, doing his thing.
Yeah, he's been wrestling.
Right. So I feel like,
But he just hasn't been wrestling in LTW.
well, okay, fair enough. But I feel like he's going to be in control. He's going to have the upper hand. He's going to be there. And then he's going to let it go to his head. And he is going to slip up one time. And that's all Bonifer needs. Bonifer is a patient, violent man. Bonifer waits for that opportunity to strike. And it went.
All Dirtbag Dan has to do is do one slip up by doing a showboat into the crowd, turn around, and Bonifer chokes him out and just makes them tap or fades out.
Right.
Or
That's
hits him
all.
with a light tube.
Yeah,
and he's
or
done.
just does something, turns around, panders. That's all he did. That's all it takes. A for just
Correct.
do it. That's all. I know the Bonifer.
Bonifer's
And he was screwed after Northbound. He was screwed.
now.
He had that.
Let's go back now. Now that James is putting the hardcore title on the market, which also means
He has the one.
he has the wild card now. If he loses that match,
Yeah.
he loses that wild card. No,
So that means if Bonifer wins, he wins the one.
that's not what it means. That's not what it means. If so, let's wait. This way, you all understand how the wild card title works. Is that you have to win a wild card match to win the wild card championship. Now, if you win that wild card championship, you can cash in any belt inside the LTW promotion, any belt of your choosing. And if you win that belt, you win the belt, and you keep the wild card championship.
You got to successfully defend.
Now, right. So then you have to successfully defend it. If you lose your championship match, the championship that you hold, you also lose the wild card championship. The wild card championship becomes vacant, and whoever wins the other belt is that champion.
So Bonifer.
So if Bonifer wins this belt, the wild card is vacated, and the hardcore championship turns over to Bonifer or Dirk.
So then,
There's a lot at stake here.
so then
There's
those. So okay. So then those two would fight for the wild card.
No, whoever decides they want to go for
This
it.
goes back to contention for an
So
because
anybody in the company that
Who's watching Robbie Alessandro?
where you at, Robbie? Robbie is now watching. Hello, Robbie. Welcome to Lock Target Radio. Not sure if you remember because you haven't been here.
Yeah, Robbie. Even I'm here, Robbie.
I think he's still sick with Mickey's ingredients.
That's possible. Mickey's been sabotaging his cappuccinos there.
Stop drinking them.
But once again, so there's a lot at stake for this match.
Yeah.
You have the hardcore title play, and James has the risk of losing the wild card championship.
With James loses.
Which again, I'm gonna put my money on Bonifer.
Oh, they're back there. We have to see more.
That's again, that's totally it's not out of play. That's again. And
Just hope Bonifer doesn't win next time season. What I said.
what are you worried about him taking you out?
No, of course I would say Bonifer, but I even thought
So
Sorry, being your favorite wrestler.
Corvus, Pete Corvus. Let's talk about Tommy and Pete Corvus.
Where they been?
You got Dave.
Tommy's been working. Wait. Pete will be at UWC.
Okay.
But I don't know what match yet. So,
So let's talk about the intergender tag championship. That's something that's been on my mind. We have Anastasia Morningstar and Angelus Morningstar.
Cheney and Fran.
We have Cheney and Fran, but Fran will not be in that match.
Oh, now she's not.
No, she's defending her title.
So now what's the mystery?
It's going to be Angelus, the Morningstars, versus the Spirals.
Oh, so now it's fine.
Spirals stepped up to the plate.
So Harris is back.
Spirals back. She sent a letter in the manager. She says, listen, it's time for her to move forward. She sees something better in her future with her husband, Lawrence Barr. So this is going to be an interesting match. You have the Spirals who, you have Eric Spiral who's strange and unusual. You have the Prince of Steampunk, Lawrence Spirals, versus the Morningstars who are completely demented.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to cover that match. Well, what was it like to actually watch that ringside?
The first segment.
Yes.
They were very Morning stars are very crazy. So much. And Anastasia Morning Star is that fun. And I just, they're not going to lose the straps already. But I think it's going to be,
You think so?
yeah, because they just got it. And I don't know. It's awesome. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But they're both, but it's going to be really, it feels like they both have like similar, like they both are like creepy.
They're all crazy.
Yeah, they'll do crazy things. So I don't know. I want to see Iris and Anastasia Morningstar. I can't wait to see this. So I'm excited for that match. But I don't know where that leaves Cheney.
Well, I mean, that's up to Genie to decide for himself. I mean, he pulled himself out of the match for the light heavyweight because he wanted a singles match.
Yeah, what you think?
But that's not my fault. It's Robbie Alessandro's fault. Robbie wanted that match, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, but now him and Robbie were kind of having that thing last time. When it was on the radio show. How many first words?
Did anybody ever count that?
Everyone else?
I
That'd be funny.
I didn't.
Well, I can't.
I didn't.
I'm not. I already have it. I'm not allowed. Jeannie said I'm not allowed. But 1 hour and like 7:57 minutes.
Right. We got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, and 10 minutes before I ran out of patience. Where is my challenger, people? Come on.
Well, you guys that are watching at home, let us know who you want to see Ryan go.
Yeah.
Because Ryan is not sure who he was going to go against, but Ryan will be at Feast or Fight.
Yeah.
He will be live. You will see referee Matt Wolf there. You will see referee Mad Dog.
You're gonna have a match with card. You're not gonna have 20% title. You're gonna have all the titles there.
Gotta talk to Robbie.
Robbie's the general manager.
Yeah, but Robbie's not here. He's never here.
Oh, then he's watching. Tell him.
Is he actually
Yeah,
watching?
he's watching.
Hey,
Let him
no.
know. Robbie's watching.
Robbie,
Oh,
put me in the
officiate for that.
match. Eyes on.
There you go. You heard it.
Put me in a match for my 24/7 LTW championship.
So you guys have heard it firsthand. You heard it from Josh Adams. Feast or Fight is going to be a show you're definitely going to want to see. We just had a confirmed booking of a certain wrestler from ROH. Let me pull him up here. It is.
Ooh. Ooh.
We will be seeing the likes of Primal Fear attending LTW live. I'm not telling you who is coming from Primal Fear, but that is all I will be giving you. So you guys will have to definitely
Get your tickets and come out.
Get your tickets. Tickets are still available. You definitely check it out on the event page. Just type in LTW Feast or Fight, or go to ltw-live.com. Get your ticket information there, guys. This is going to be a show you do not want to miss. Again, you're going to see the likes of GTS stars. Going to be there. Great Grey Wolf and World War with Free Tyrant, Money Fighting, Jay McKee Evans, Mike Goldstein, Air J now. We got a lot of returns, a lot of returning stars. I mean, this show is going to be action packed. We will be doing a live coverage of before the show starts. Lock Target Radio will be live before Feast or Fight starts. Tune into that if you cannot make it. It's going to be insane. That's going to be insane. Ronnie, you got anything else for anything out there?
Yeah, just definitely want to be there for Feast or Fight. Don't want to miss it, guys.
We got to be for that.
November 12th, Feast of Fight. What else we got before that?
just keep
Anything with standalone?
tuning in. Best bet is stay up to date on your social media,
Yeah.
guys. That's where a lot of it's going down. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We want to put out there. We're sorry we cannot do TikTok live today. We had bad weather. We didn't want to risk the safety of the performers. But definitely keep checking us out every Sunday. Every Sunday for live matches, live stuff that's going to be going on. Not just matches, guys. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming up regarding TikTok. Cool. But we're going to end our live now. Ryan, tell them where they can hit you up on social media.
RBWA on Instagram and Outside the Ring on YouTube.
Yeah, Matt.
Matt Wolf on Facebook, Nightmare Productions, 1984 on Instagram.
There you go. You can catch us LTW live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Lock Target Wrestling on TikTok. That's it, guys. That's all we got. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will catch you later.
Peace out.
Peace.